Hello, I'm ABX Toycat and welcome back to a video. About a year ago now, I went through the worst builds ever for Minecraft, and a lot of you really enjoyed that video. But the number one request on it was, okay, we've done the worst builds now, how about we do the best builds ever, Toycat? And it's something I've really wanted to do, but it's something I couldn't even entirely work out how to do, until I recently realized that the Minecraft subreddit, which is probably the biggest Minecraft forum on the internet with over 400,000 subscribers, actually has a build tab where you can sort by just the builds there. So we go through the best rated builds of all time. It gives us a rough idea of what Reddit at the very least thinks are the best Minecraft builds ever. So here are 10 Minecraft builds from a variety of different people. I think they're all awesome, and I think you will too. So please do like the video if you do like it, because it helps out the channel a lot, and lets me know you do like these awesome builds. Anyway, let's get straight into it, shall we? With the 10th best build here, which comes in from I Am Spam, and it's his take on a Moomin house. So Moomin is like this Swedish TV show. It's kind of confusing to understand, but if you look at the build, you don't need to know about that. You just need to know this thing looks amazing. So whether it's the house, and you know, just the fact that it's a pretty cool house by itself, or whether it's just the mass of tulips and the giant tulips, I really do like this build. I mean, some of that's just the amazing resource pack, but a lot of it is just the amazing build itself, and there's a reason this is number 10, I think. It's something beautiful, and if you like Moomin, you probably get it even better, because I've never even heard of Moomin, and I really do quite like this. So yeah, that is number 10 right there from I Am Spam. Number 9 actually comes in from Slip and Schlong, and they made a Peach Castle, you know, from Super Mario 64 in Minecraft. It's from a few other games too, but if you look at this thing, you'll see it's actually really cool and really impressive. I love this, and I'm just so inspired to build one of these myself. As you look through the various images of it just looks beautiful, regardless what time of day it is, and it looks like, you know, you can see from the inside, from the outside, it's beautiful from all angles, and I really do quite like this. I guess the one shame is that the paintings don't actually go anywhere, but besides that, everything genuinely looks amazing and similar to the actual thing, and this is actually one of the very few builds on this list that you can go and download yourself. So yeah, Peach's Castle in Minecraft is number 9, and I don't entirely blame that at all. I love this entirely. So let's move on to number 8, which is from Das Grotlos, which is a grand library. So as you can see, this thing is pretty big, and it's just a massive library. I think it looks really cool, and it's pretty inspiring, right? Because, you know, most people, they just put some bookshelves around an enchantment table, call it a day, but if you can build something like this, it really does add that grandeur to your enchantment feel, and even though it's a relatively simple build, it's just a dome with a lot of books in it, I really do like the, you know, the layout of this library, and now I want to build a grander library than I have already. So yeah, that is build number 8 here from Das Grotlos. Number 7 here is a really impressive bridge, which comes in from Remustard. So as you can see, this is just a, you know, relatively simple build, but it's a bridge across a massive valley, and it's really, really cool. I've noticed there was a small trend among the ones that were in the top 10. There's a lot of bridges here. The Minecraft server, it seems like they're bridges, and out of all the bridges I've seen in Minecraft, this might be one of the most impressive I've seen in a very long time at the very least. So yeah, this is number 7 from Remustard, and number 6 is actually Healing's Hour. So it's kind of like this old school kind of feel, and it gives me a massive throwback to the tutorial world, but bear in mind this was made before the TU31 tutorial world. So if anything, the console tutorial was inspired by this, because if you look at this right here, it is just a really cool kind of old-fashioned kind of town thing by a river. So the river itself is pretty nice, but also all the builds around it really do just work well together, and they're, you know, kind of perfectly placed. That gives it this natural feel, and I really do quite like this a lot, as you might be able to guess. And yeah, this is number 6 on the list. Let's move on to number 5 though, because number 5 comes in from Crit-Coded Tuna, and it was made in vanilla survival single player apparently, and the reason you might be like, apparently, is because if you look at this thing, it is massive, and if this was done that way, I am just mind blown, because if you look at this thing, it is just amazing. It's a bunch of stained glass spheres, and one of the big things about it is just the amount of glass required is one of the big challenges, because you think, you know, even creative, this would take you so long to build, like, you know, hours and hours or days, and then you'll bear in mind he's doing that in survival as he's crafting the whole thing. So he actually does show off the auto smelter he's using, and honestly, I look at this and I'm just inspired that there are people still playing single player this hardcore, getting this many massive things done, and that's quite cool to me, because, you know, a lot of these builds would be done in creative, but this guy insisted in survival, and that's just mind-blowing to me, the amount of time that must have taken. So yeah, that is number 5 here from Crit-Coded Tuna. So number 4 is actually a roller coaster build, some we haven't seen in some time, and it comes in from Good Times with Scar. So if you look at this thing, you'll be like, okay, this is actually a roller coaster, and not only that, again, this is a survival roller coaster build apparently, and if you look at this thing, it is just really, really cool, because, you know, everyone always has that first kind of inspiration build in Minecraft. A lot of us might not have done it since then, but you can do some really cool things along this level if you just, you know, believe and do it. So if you look at this and you're inspired by a roller coaster, that makes 2 of us, because I'm just amazed by this whole thing. And yeah, this is build number 4 on the list. I like it a lot, and I really want to go out and build like a real roller coaster now. If anyone else wants to join me, then you'll be able to do this after the video, because first of all, we've got to move on to number 3, which comes in from Marta Boy, who says, you think your bridges are trendy? My bridge is so trendy, even Dinnerbone supports it. Like I mentioned, there was a big kind of bridge trend a while ago on the Minecraft subreddit, and as you can see, this bridge is in fact supported by Dinnerbone himself. So yeah, the bridge itself is actually, kind of a nice design, but I just love the idea of Dinnerbone sitting there, and, bridges are a cool build. I mean, you can see here that even without having a joke there, you can make a really nice bridge, and I do quite like that a bit. I love that, bridges can be this really, nice thing to look at, and they can be really functional, because they'll generally save time if you're going from one massive hill like this to another one. Also for minecarts, there's just a bunch of reasons to do this, and I if you look at this bridge, you can see, yep, that's pretty solid. So let's move on from that to build number 2 here, which comes in from Unproper Noun. So Unproper Noun built a cobblestone wall in survival. Kind of impressive, right? How many blocks did that require? So the reason that this is so impressive is if you look here, you can see he starts to peek out the wall. It's actually a see-through cobblestone wall. So you may be like, oh, he hacked the game, that's not so impressive. So no, the way he actually did this is he has a bunch of maps, as you can see from behind here, and then he just made it in the sky look like, he made basically the sky, see it as a bit of cobblestone, and then you just placed it over and over again. It's this really, really cool thing, because it generally, if you can do that in any world right now, all you have to do is work out which each pixel of the thing you're trying to make is, and then cover the sky in it, and in this case, it just looks crazy, and it's a lot of dedication just to make a see-through cobblestone wall, but I do quite like it a lot, and I see why people, are down with this, and why this is the second best build of all time. But you might look there and be like, okay, so that's, that's a lot of effort, but it's not impressive to look at so much. What is the best build of all time? So this one is from Blockworks YT, and according to him, this took over 32 million blocks placed. It took 9 builders to do it, and it took 6 days. If you think about the number of man-hours that is just crazy. And if you look at the build, you might just be able to see it, because it's a deep sea build. So here's it from a distance. It's kind of hard to even get a grip on what you're even seeing there. But if you look at it up close, you can see this thing is just amazingly intricate, and just, I honestly think in this case, the images speak for themselves, because this thing is just amazing. So yeah, that is, the best build of all time, according to the Minecraft subreddit. I'm not sure I'm entirely qualified to disagree, because it's definitely amazing. It's definitely great to look at, and I imagine this is one of the coolest things to play around with in survival, if they ever do intend to do that. I know with these big projects, usually it's just a fun kind of statement, and yeah, just amazing little coral reef, and it really makes me want to build it. I generally wonder if this is underwater, because you can't entirely tell in some screenshots. They're obviously taken with waterproofing potions, and if it is underwater, then I don't know, when you're in there, you're like, oh, we've just beaten Minecraft, because that's really what you've done when you've done this well under the sea. So anyway, that was the best 10 builds of all time from the Minecraft subreddit. I hope a lot of you did all enjoy the video, because like I said, a lot of you are requesting the best builds of all time. I couldn't judge it, so I'm glad, lots of people could, because I'm pretty, agreeing with the list. I love them all, from the Moomin build to the Survival Roller Coaster, and if you don't look at this and you're not inspired in some way, then, maybe look at it again. Maybe you didn't actually watch the video. Maybe your eyes were closed. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, that's all I have for you today. I hope you did all enjoy the video. If you did like it, please do like it and let me know. It helps out the channel and lets me know you do like it. Share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you are new around here. I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree with this list, or like me, you really love number 10 more than some of these other ones with the comments. And besides that, I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.